Hey guys, welcome back to another Pioneer video. So today we do a quick game review of this game coming out late of 2025. So you can see this game really looks like a stalker kind of game. You can see the feel is post-apocalyptic. You have like this Fallout feeling, a bit of Metro feeling as well. And this is online. Then this is probably the first map that you probably see, and I believe this is called Musky Swamps. So this is the map that you come and you play with people. It's PvE. There's no PvP on this map. One thing nice about this game is it is survivor shooter, survivor looter. You don't see that much, and you get to choose your character, customize your character. Here's the inventory. You can see there's of course all the whole thing about health, hunger, stamina, your base defense. Very much like Fallout 76. You have a bit of your weight. Oh, I'm super overweight. And then you have your, probably this is your so-called money. Inventory is in squares. And it is not your typical so-called, what was that game again? Regarding extraction shooter kind where, you got to fit things into boxes. No, this is all just one item, one box. Of course, this is, of course, the part where you kind of like have to eat. Where's the thing to eat? Oops, sorry. Yeah, so you gotta kind of like eat and stuff to like refill your hunger, and actually that affects your stamina. Here you see this is your so-called clothing and armor pieces. Each of them actually do have some durability. And of course your backpack that increases your carry weight. I believe this one you can get better backpacks out there. The chest piece that has ballistic and like this is fire damage, and the pants. And of course you can see there's a different color to it. So there's probably the green one that is kind of like the uncommon one. So it's a little bit like Diablo 4 kind of thing, that some items have different colors and stuff. You have 2 slot weapons for weapon 1 and weapon 2. Okay, and then of course this is where you can kind of like decide whether you can have a shotgun, which is this one, and then this is sawed-off shotgun, and this is the pistol, right? And then this one is the pipe pistol. I'm just gonna use the Fallout 76 word. And then of course along the way you loot boxes and you pick up junk. So these are all your like junk that you can kind of like sell to the vendor, and I don't know, disassemble some stuff. These are some of these cards you also get to pick up. So you have like weird cards that you can pick up along the way. Just loot along the way. So I got these 2 purple cards, pretty nice. We have another video to talk about the different skill trees out there. So they're all together: Way of the Beast, Way of the Dealer, Tide, Seeker, Craftsman, Medicaster, and Leader. So most of you will probably go for Seeker and Dealer at the beginning, and then middle game, Craftsman, Way of the Beast, and Way of the Leader, where you play with people. Along the way, you also have your quests. So there are a few quests out there that you can do to kind of like farm some of these rewards and EXP. We spoke of the map. So the map is pretty small. It's not that big as you think. This is maybe about 5-10 minutes run across the map. Pretty straightforward. There are fast travel points that are also free daily quests. There's a daily quest that you can go and pick from the board in town. So town is in Wandering Pass, and you can see some of these locations out here and stuff. So that's the interface so far. So back here you can, so when you start off, the gun is actually naked. You got a kind of like, you can press button C to kind of like customize your gun. So firstly, button 1 really is about the scope. You can kind of like remove the scope. You can add a scope, different scopes out there. You kind of like loot it up. This is the magazine. You can extend the pistol magazine. You can have reinforced magazine that has faster fire rate and more magazine capacity. Haven't gotten any for the tactical module as well as the muzzle brake, but yeah, you see how much customization you can do in this game. So all in all, the game feels a little bit unpolished. It has potential, but unpolished, right? You can see these are some of the AI enemies that will be rushing at you. They look like zombies, but not zombies. They're like ghouls equivalent. But yeah, they do take.
We emissaries are not used to such cruelty.
Yeah, so you can see what's nice is after killing the enemies, sometimes the lady does talk a little bit. So you can choose at the character creation screen whether you want like male or female. Here you can hear gunfires on the map. You can see these are people, players, other players you can interact with. But they are just kind of like scavenging and stuff. So this is all the loot crates that you can. So not all crates can be looted. So you do have to have a keen eye on some of the crates. Hello there. Some keen eye on some of the crates that can be looted. So yeah, it can seem a little bit motion blur when running. But this is 25 EXP.
You motherfuckers!
Oh, that was very rough. Okay, so you can actually pick up some stuff from the drops. There are occasionally like some stuff lying around. And yeah, these are some of the crates that are a bit more obvious to loot. And yeah, you get pistol ammo from these drops. And of course, the one thing lacking is probably all this whole so-called action. You really have to follow the terrain to move up. You can't like jump like this. And you gotta kind of like follow the map, follow the terrain, and kind of like do a running jump. And these are some of the other crates that you can loot from. Pretty nice. Other than that, the game just feels slightly weird. Like you do have weird things. I can't explain what are these, but yeah, okay, this is a hellhound. But other than that, but then okay, nice.
Sector is clear.
Okay, so you can see along the way that this game is a little bit weird, but it's even weirder than Once Human. So if you guys play Once Human, you will notice that this game is even worse. It's like you'll be staring at this floating fireball that is moving around right there, and then there is all this like weird little blue fire that doesn't do damage, but when you go down there will be this little tentacle coming from the ground. Occasionally you walk around the map, you do see some of these things that you can kill. At the beginning the pistols is not given to you.
Crash, boom, bang.
So you do have to loot and survive with a machete. So this is the machete that they give you for free. Yeah, we are just slowly walking back to the beginning. So yeah, these are some of the weird stuff like this deer horns that you see and stuff, but along the way you can loot stuff. I think if you come back, and I think these crates are unique to you, so you can just loot as you go along. You can even come back and re-loot it again. You don't have to wait, I don't know, a few hours to kind of like loot it. There are these sceneries out there that just feels weird, like that little thing in front of me, that floating green ball. It's scary. Yeah, and then of course you meet some other players looting as well. Yeah, you can't PvP them at all. So yes, just for sure. And then yeah, so overall I think you can slowly walk back to camp, admire the scenery, and of course you can run. And then the stamina actually, you can hear her breathing very hard. That she's running, and actually she does breathe harder and harder as you go along. So yeah, occasionally just stop and not run. These are some of the NPCs that you see. This is the starting part where you come into the swamp. So if we do a quick run back up, you will see this is the beginning where you have your own stash. The stash is right here where you can put all your belongings and stuff. I will just try and reduce my weight a little bit. Okay, done. Of course, you can buy ammo from the ammo machine. Right here, it is pretty expensive. And of course, you do get a daily refill for free, which is the plus point. You do get a daily refill of ammo for free. Other than that, there's a crafting bench here where you can craft items, disassemble stuff. And I don't know what the hell you get from this. Cut out fabric. Nice. And then you can also repair stuff and upgrade stuff. So pretty sweet. When you upgrade, I guess the damage
Hope it
increases.
doesn't
Wow.
jam.
Nice. So yeah, generally these are some of the crafting stuff out there. And of course there are vendors in town. So if we do a quick run back to town, yeah, you can actually teleport back to town. So overall, this is a very weird game, unpolished, but it has great potential when it comes to looter shooter MMO feeling. It is of course server based. You have to connect to a particular server that will affect your ping as well. But more importantly, if you like the game, put it on your wish list on Steam. If you like this video, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!